Hi, I'm Lindsay. I work at Hedkandi Salon. I'm a stylist here in the education department. Today I'm going to show you how to create a look from a daytime look to a nighttime. To start off, I'll introduce to the tools I'll be using. We're going to be using a curling iron, a couple clips, and the City Swept finish. Okay, so I'm going to section my hair off, starting from the bottom. And clip it up. The curl you're trying to create isn't a fancy curl, it's more of a lazy curl, is what we like to call it. So starting from the top, you roll your curl away from your face, leaving out the ends, just for a few seconds, and release. Give it a few tugs. This will create the curl to cool and not spring up so much. Working around the hairline, you're gonna alternate in the back so that your curl doesn't form into one. I think the key to this curl is to not put so much effort and fuss into it, because you're creating a look that is completely opposite. We want to see that undone, effortless style in the end. When you've completed your section, you're just going to move up the head, taking horizontal sections. And using the same direction as you used on the previous section. You don't want your curl section to be too wide or too small. You want something about in between so that the curl isn't too big or too tight. You really want to focus on making sure that your curls are floating away from the face instead of turning in. I'm wrapping my sections around my iron to create more of an S-shaped pattern rather than inside the barrel. Once your entire head is curled, this is when the City Swept comes into play. And this is where it does all the work. So we want something that is brushed out, something that looks like we woke up like this. So I'm going to start off by shaking out my curl. And get your fingers in there. Use your hands as a tool to create that separation. Once you have it brushed out, you can go in with your product. So I'm going to focus the City Swept on my mid strands and ends. I want to stay away from my root because I don't want to see separation up here. I want to see the separation towards this area. Give it a couple shakes. As I'm spraying in the product, I'm picking up my hair and releasing to make sure it's getting a thorough distribution rather than just sitting on the ends. Once your look is done, you can kind of fine tune with your fingers and figure out what you want to tweak. And yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching our podcast. I hope you've all learned something and can use this at home.